Well, well, well. What do we have here? Some stuff to claim? Of course we do. The fruits of our labor. Uh, 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 uh. Rad. Hello, everybody. My name is Skeletormandee, and welcome to the Warframe Iron Man. We're getting right into it today. We got the loadout on, and we are ready to go. It's time to hunt Dagath down. Woohoo! I don't think it'll be as mind-numbing as getting Citrine. We'll see. It's a lot of exterminates, and I'm not a big fan of exterminate missions because they're boring. But we're on the Warframe Iron Man, baby. We do it. We don't care. As we have to do every time we craft a new Warframe, we must discuss what this beautiful character does that we worked so hard to get last time. I'm gonna read what she does first, and then I'll come back, though. Alright, let's go over Citrine's abilities. So, her passive. Citrine grants nearby allies 5 health regeneration per second. Picking up a health orb increases that regeneration up by 0.1, up to a maximum of 25. This is pretty neat. Health regeneration is kind of... it's nice, but it's not too good because the state of health tanking right now, it's not very good. Early on for us, though, this could be potentially potent, but actually not because, well, you'll see what I cooked up once we get to the build. But good passive. We love to see it. No stinker. Her first ability, Fractured Blast. You send out a little shotgun blast of little crystals that do slash damage, and enemies affected by slash have an increased chance of dropping health and energy orbs. So pretty much, if we hit enemies with this, we can generate health orbs and energy. Pretty sick. Pretty sick indeed. Preserving Shell. Citrine guards herself and nearby allies with a crystalline shell that gradually decays. Kills and assists increase the defensive power of the shell. Makes us tanky. We love that. Prismatic Gem. Deploy a gem that shoots prismatic beams. The gem targets enemies that are taking weapon damage from Citrine and her allies. Its beams inflict statuses. And then we have increased status chance and status duration for nearby allies. We also have an augment on, which we'll see. We'll get there. Crystallize, her ult. You summon crystal fractals. The fractals rush forward, seeking enemies. Enemies touched by the fractals are paralyzed by crystalline growths. Hit the growths to deal critical damage. So Citrine kind of has it all. We got crit chance buff, status duration and status buff, damage reduction, and energy economy, all built into one nice little kit. We love to see it. She should be pretty good going forward, and so I did invest a little bit. We have a Orokin reactor on Citrine, just to try her out, and this is the build I'm running with right now. We got the catalyzing shields, the auger mods, for shield gating shenanigans. We're at 120% because on our brack we have Auger Pact. Equilibrium for nice, yummy energy. And a little bit of damage. This is just kind of, I threw this in. And then this is the augment I was talking about. It's new. I wanted to give it a shot. Prismatic Companion. For a Prismatic Gem. The gem now attaches to your free-moving companion, which is just not sentinels, pretty much. So your dogs, your cats, your Panzervulpaphilas, your Predicites, your Hounds, your Moas, if you're using a Moa, puts that gem on them. Puts your 3. Pretty good. That means it stays with you. And then, just to skip ahead, what we're going to do for the rest of the build, once we have her leveled, there's going to be a nice flow right here, and then a nice auger reach right here for more shield gating. And this character should be nuts. Of course, we should talk about the arcanes. We have Rage on for our primaries, because I feel like this character, I might get use out of my weapons. So, we're going to do that. And then Steadfast just for lack of better options, really. What can I say? An 8% chance of sandbag my shield gating sounded really good at the time. Yeah, I forgot this did that. It no energy cost makes it to where you get no shields back. Don't worry, I fix this later. And we'll go over the weapons. The Brack is just a shotgun pistol that we got from the Grustrog 3. Nothing special here. We're just getting it leveled because we're hitting Mastery Rank 10 today, baby. The Stephalos slapped shit in here. I gave it viral heat. I didn't know how to build this thing. And I don't know how good it's gonna be. It is a shotgun, so we got a little bit of a different mod setup, but nothing crazy, because we're prepared for scenarios like this. We got our blaze, our yummy blaze. But I do want to note quickly for the Stephalos is that it has a unique trait. I remember seeing on Kome, I was kind of surprised that neither the Aminata or the Hagasa had one that are tied to the character. Specifically, those weapons are Kome's, and she didn't have a passive like, oh, when wielded by Kome. This is why, because Citrine has her weapons, and the unique trait on the Stephalos is that projectiles last 50% longer for each enemy hit, and you get plus 40% projectile speed when wielded by Citrine. Again, I don't know how slow this thing fires, so everything is about to get figured out real quick. And then the Chorophel, our first heavy scythe. It's looking bleak out here. Unique trait. Heavy attacks launch projectiles that deal heat damage. Heavy attack speed is increased by 20% when wielded by Citrine. Because we'll be using the heavy attack on this thing, I figured we'd go with Killing Blow to give us more damage and faster wind-up speed on the heavy attack. And then Pressure Point for more damage, and that's all we could fit. We don't have the stance mod for heavy scythes. I think there's only one. I'm not sure, because you get it from the Zeramin, which is eons away. As always, let's go jump into some missions. We'll get Citrine up to level 10, and then I'll show off all of her abilities in-game. Real quick, I was gonna start doing the Dagath farm now with all of this stuff on, but if we come over here to Ceres, where it is located in the Abyssal Zone. Sounds like a neat name for a Grineer galleon, but okay. It's level 40 through 45, and while I'm sure we could probably cheek it out, we're not gonna. We're gonna wait a little bit. We'll come back at like level 10. We'll get there. Don't worry. Oh yeah, we're level 10. Woohoo! It means we get to show off what this character does, and we're gonna do it properly this time. All right. I know I didn't show off Kome very well. My bad. Jesus Christ. First ability, boom. This little shotgun blast. Hiya! Damn it, Rupert Fortnite. We use this. This is how we shield gate. And this is also giving us just... Oh, look at all those health orbs and energy orbs. So good. R2. As you can see at the bottom right here, we have a little passive meter with our HP regeneration passive there. But if we pop R2, hiya! We also get the damage reduction there, so we can keep track of how much we're at. As we get kills, it goes up, and it slowly decays. Good stuff all around. And then our 3. Now, normally when we use the 3, we'd place it down in a spot, and it would stay there. But because we have the augment on, it's going to put it on our Panzer Vopophilo Rupert Fortnite, and he's going to go to work. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's sticking around. I'm getting shot by that turret. If everything was working out fine, that little crystal would be blasting enemies with us. And finally, we got the ult. Hiya! Hiya! Bam. Now, supposedly, when you shoot the crystal bits, you're supposed to get... Oh, yeah, there we go. Just wasn't working with the Stephalos. You get the big crits. Yummy big crits. And that's Citrine. This character, it's gonna be pretty effective, honestly. And I'm not too worried about, not having that extra Orcan Catalyst. We had 4 at the time. Now we have 3. I guess while we're here, I mean, you've probably seen the Stephalos, because I've been shooting it. Little shotgun. Don't aim down sights with this thing, because for whatever reason, we mag dump. It's not so bad. Then we aim down sights, and Jesus Christ, I'm gonna throw up. And then the Chorophel. Let's show off the Chorophel. Hiya! For having 2 mods on, pretty good. Pretty good. This thing's putting in more work than the Stephalos. And but that's Citrine. That's all of her kit. It gets better once we hit rank 30, and I'll play her through the Dagath farm. But yeah, we're gonna level her, and then we're gonna be back, and we're gonna have some fun. Ooh, I'm gonna get something so epic. That's not bad. Alrighty. About an hour and a half later, we're back. Got the Steplos leveled up a little bit, but it's still not quite done. We're gonna finish it out here, hopefully. If not, I'm just gonna Zora spam when we do this. But Citrine is rank 30. Let's look at the build real quick. I don't think much has changed. We swapped out the aura for corrosive projection. This is a little armor strip. We were fighting a lot of Grineer enemies. It was really helpful. Other than that, we swapped out Intensify for Blind Rage. When we got this mod, I explained that it was really good for shield gating builds because it tanking efficiency was actually very helpful. We'll come over here, and if we look at the one, it usually takes 25 energy. But since we're tanking our efficiency, it takes 36.25. Realistically, that's just like an extra 10. But it matters a lot when you got 160% energy spent on abilities is converted to shields. You're effectively immortal. And then I put on natural talent. It's funny. I don't like using natural talent. But we are in the early game, and we have to. Trying to shield gate with the one, it felt really slow, and then, casting all these abilities. Screw it, I said natural talent on here. If I were to put something over natural talent, it'd probably just be, like continuity. In fact, I probably should have continuity over Augur Message for that sweet 6%. But then again, we're shield gating, baby. But that's enough of that. We're gonna see just how good Citrine's gonna be in just a second once we start doing these Abyssal Zone missions. And we have on the Zorus in case shit goes south. If this is oh so scary, it won't be, because the Zorus is the destroyer of worlds. Hold on. Big news. Oh! 6 Warframe slots now. Alright, quit stalling. Let's go. Ooh, spooky lantern. We gotta pretend like we're about to get jumped. Yeah, Citrine is fucking crazy, by the way. The Steplos is kind of hot ass, but watch this. Boom. That was our one. You didn't watch anything. Alright, watch this. Now, that's 100% ability damage and not Steplos damage. We were kind of getting cucked when we were leveling it because all of the XP was going to Citrine and none was going to the Steplos. And I'd rather have the Steplos leveled and thrown in the trash because this thing is not very enjoyable to use. But, oh well. We'll get it done here. And I haven't really been explaining what we're doing here. Yeah, we're doing an exterminate mission. Are you guys excited? I know, this is just riveting. Do you hear that? The screams? Yeah, okay, this is what we're looking for. A Defixios. They said it and I can't pronounce it. I'm washed. Oh. So we pick this up, we get cursed, and now we gotta take it to the extraction zone. Which we're actually gonna do right now. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Now we have to backtrack in the mission and kill all these enemies. How fun. And this is where we learn why I dislike survival or exterminate so much. Because the enemy markers are doo-doo poo-poo. Oh, I just want to say, right now we're really grateful. Enemies are actually just spawning here at the exit like crazy. Now, this is not normal. Normally what would happen in an exterminate is you'd get to this point of like running through to the end, and all the enemies would disappear and duck you like they owe you money. But no, everything's working out. Yeah, and that's just a goober crying down here. Don't worry about that. Actually, let's worry about it. So, what we were supposed to do, which we didn't do the mission right, by the way. Well, I guess. Technically, there's no right way to do the missions, but there is an intended way, and that is not the way your boy did it. You talk to these guys, right?
I got a lock on it to fix you, but I just can't bring myself to touch it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Those things make a lot of noise. Oh, Eximus Stronghold. I forgot about that. That's actually nuts for us. The hungry hippo of mastery rank. And level my stuff. But those guys would, you're supposed to find them first, and then they'll give you a little marker on the map. And I'm not going to go to that because all it is one of the lanterns. Now, as we already delivered the lantern, it's all good. But in case we weren't just minding our own business and something started screaming at us, that's how I'd be able to find one. Unfortunately, though, for these NPCs, they're irrelevant because those lanterns scream real loud. They're kind of hard to miss. If you're wondering why I pull up my inventory every 2 seconds, or the mission details, it's because I'm trying to track how much XP I'm getting, which is buttfuck none, because Citrine is oh so hungry and stealing all of my weapon kills. This Stephalos is so ass. But that's the end of the mission. Oh, a big, meaty 8. That's what we love to see. The reason why I am not looking forward to doing this grind is because that took a total of 7 minutes to complete. And, we come over here. In order to craft Dagath, we need to get all of the vein thorns necessary. For her, it's going to be a total of 102, 34 times 3. And that's pretty steep. If we wanted to craft the Doorclave, I think I've been pronouncing this wrong, by the way. If we wanted to craft the Doorclave as well, though, it would be another 80 on top of the 100 we need in order to craft Dagath. So I'm jumping into this right now. I'm feeling like we're just gonna get Dagath, but I'm looking at this and it would be such a shame if I got Dagath, but not her signature whip and blade. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And another thing I forgot to mention actually before I jump back into this is that we only have a limited amount of tries to do. We have a total of 23 Abyssal Beacons, which I'll show real quick. Alright, we get the Abyssal Beacons from the Syndicates at a rate of 5,000 standing for one. Speaking of which, bada boom! I think we actually are good, and we won't run out of beacons. But this is expensive, man. 33 times 5,000, that's 165,000 standing. Ooh. Let's keep cranking though. Also, we hit the standing cap. Yay! We're back in the Citrine build because I'm a complete utter fool. Steadfast. We look at this build and it's very evident that I'm trying to shield gate. Steadfast, making our abilities not cost energy, is fucking stupid. So we're taking that off. I guess we'll put on Fury. Yeah, don't be like me. Don't be dumb. Got the Stephalos to level 30. You know what time it is? I'm starting to think I might actually be dyslexic. Oh, there it is. That shit sucked. Alright, the next few clips are a couple of updates that I had after running a few of the Abyssal Node beacons. During the missions, I didn't really say anything, and they were really boring, so we're just going to highlight the updates. We're about 12 runs in. I bought 50 Abyssal Beacons just to make it easy to keep track, so I can see how many it take at the end of this. But anyway, 12 in. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're at 85. That's pretty good. That's almost close to being done with crafting Dagath. Not enough for the Doorclave, but no biggie, we'll get it. Over here, we're at our arsenal, because I wanted to show off. We got the Chorophel leveled. This thing was pretty alright with just this. It was killing level 45 Xmas units pretty efficiently. I was playing as Volt for a little bit, using the shield and shock trooper, and that was doing pretty good. But because a bunch of Xmas units spawn in and knock you down constantly, I swapped over to Rhino just to avoid that, because it was getting really annoying. I also leveled Attack and Lug, which is this sword and shield. We will be using this a little bit more. I'm not going to get rid of it yet. It was pretty effective. Similar to the Chlorophyll, where you just alt-fire and shoot. With this, you alt-fire and you throw the shield, and it does a little AoE blast kind of thing. Kind of nuts. We're moving on to the Tonkat, though. This is the other Galleon of Ghouls weapon. It's a Tonfa. I actually have a stance for this, which is get a little bit extra mod capacity. But just wanted to give a quick update. We're moving along.
3 days later.
Okay, we are finally done. If my calculations serve me correctly, talking like a fucking dweeb, I'm sorry. 182 Bane Thorns. Took maybe a few hours, and was a total of 26 runs, 24 beacons left. I'm kind of tired right now, I apologize. And of course, not only are we crafting the Warframe, but we're also crafting the Doorclave as well. I haven't actually used the thing, so this will be a first. But that's pretty sick. You know what else is sick? We're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of Rhino. Alright, Rhino has 2D polarities, and then he has an extra dash polarity. That's a first. Every other Warframe is just slapped on a V. So we'll come in here, we'll do this, and boom, we're now eligible for Rhino Prime. And like all Warframes that have served their purpose, into the Helminth we go. Now, the reason we did Rhino was pretty instrumental, and I might have to farm him up again, which sounds funny, because you just can't beat Overguard in terms of doing the index, which is how I make money. But, you know what else is really good? Being able to put Roar on anyone I want. So, it was worth. I also wanted to do that because we needed to feed Edvard Munch. I need to get him to level 4 so we can get more subsume slots, because I need to eat more Warframes. We gotta come back in here because we need to feed our boy some delicious infested bits. Okay. It's a good batch of resources gone down the shitter, but it was absolutely worth. Look at that XP. This is where we hit kind of an interesting thing, and we're actually going to test something real quick. So, we get XP for feeding Helminth, right? Yeah, that makes sense. But now we've used all of our Warframe subsume slots, so we can't do that for XP. So if I feed him additional salvage... Oh, shit. Okay, well, I have a plan to overcome this. We'll simply have to slap one of these abilities on and take it off over and over again. You know, actually, while we're here, we're going to do this. We're going to get this thing to rank 4. We've had this for quite a while, and I've never shown off what it's like to subsume onto a Warframe. So let's do that. Let's say we'll do Master Summon, because it's cheap. Let's say we wanted to put Master Summon on our good Volt here. I don't know why you would, but, you know, maybe you're cooking something up. We go in here, we hit Infuse ability. I want to get rid of Discharge. Put it on Config C. Oh. Wow. And then if we wanted to get rid of it, just take it off. Now, that did absolutely dick and poop for our XP, but unfortunately we are out of options, and this is all I can think of. So, you want to watch me XP farm? Alright, enough fucking around here. We've managed to whip 5,000 XP out of our ass. We need a little bit more, but that's where we come over here and feed our little goober. Oh, 77 Orcan ciphers. We're saving onto you because I still have to get narrow-minded and I want to keep track of how many vaults I've opened. Now, I am kind of wasting resources by not feeding him when he's got the... I don't remember what this is called. When he's got the craving, but... a lot of these resources that I like to feed into the Helminth are just easy obtainable ones. So, I'm not too worried about it, you know. We'll sit around, we'll farm with Necros, make him do his job. Oh yeah, baby. 10 more subsume slots. I really wanted to just push that, get it out of the way, because we're going to be crafting Warframes, and once we're done with them, I don't want to sell them. You see that 7 out of 74 unlocked? One day, that'll be 74 out of 74. But not today. Fuck, I just realized I didn't show the ability in this screen. It's fine. We're waiting for... I have plans to put Roar on our poster child here, Volt. Probably gonna infuse it over to 4 on specifically this build that I'm running. This has been my I'm playing Volt, I'm getting shit done build. Just a little fast shield recharge. We got our rapid resilience because status effects annihilate you. Shock Trooper for the extra damage, and once we get Roar online and ready to go, we're gonna be cranking fat damage. And you know what? I think we'll put on Steel Charge too. For even more melee damage. Okay, I changed my mind. We're gonna do Rifle Amp because my melees don't need any more help than they're getting, bro. The rifles, though, they can use a little bit more. I'm gonna go to bed now, and when I wake up, we're gonna start crafting this stuff for real. Man, Barrow's bitch-ass ducking us. Soon. You won't be able to do this, you bastard. Oh yeah, we got some bands. War bonds. Woo! And I know there's a nuke mark, but that's not important. We don't really care. What we care about... Okay, you saw nothing. All of our stuff is ready to claim. Yummy, 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 yummy. That's looking pretty good. Rhino's done getting munched. This is a great opportunity to finally put an ability on somebody instead of sitting here and putting an ability on and taking it off over and over again to get to 4th Metamorphosis for some XP. Alright, Roar. Great damage ability. You know what would work great on? Our Volt damage build, which is just the first one I have. I'll show off in a second. We're gonna put it over the 4, specifically because if we want to do a lot of damage, the 4 doesn't really put into that. We get some reload and some melee speed with that. You get electricity damage from Shock Trooper with Shock. This gives you damage when you shoot through it. So, the odd one out, let's get rid of it for Roar. Now, if we take a look at our Volt, we're looking pretty good. This does have diminished returns, but Roar's too good to care. We're in the home stretch. I want to hit Master Rank 10. I'm going to pop back into the Dagath missions, and we're gonna level these 2 weapons I have on, the Penta and the Lex. We're gonna hit the dub, the Victory Royale, and we'll be back. Watch my ultimate power. Ah! 18,000 headshot. Man, the Lex fucking sucks. Alright, it's time. Look at that little icon at the top left. Master rank time, baby! Also, yes, this is the Durclave on my back. I was leveling up the Penta. That shit sucks, man. I took it off. Got a few levels on this thing, but no matter. I could have been leveling the Brock, too. Ah, shit. That probably was better. Oh, well. Have to do the Lex. This is a classic weapon. Come on. Let's just put on our stuff. I think this is our best. I would use the Zenith, but, you know. Master rank 10 required. We're not there yet, but we're about to be. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's get into it. And, yes. I made a mistake. I didn't show the Master rank 9 test. I believe it was supposed to be in last week's episode, but that shit ran on 40 minutes, bro. Anyway, I'll show that now, and then immediately after we'll go into the rank 10 test. I don't know what the test is. It'll be all right. Oh. Fuck, dude. These tests are so long. No, the Zorus is probably not the best melee weapon for this. Oh! No! Oh, I fucking... Oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. The Zorus is the right option for this. I just cheated that test. Woo! Oh. I'm not done. Now I am. Yeah, I'm somewhat of a goated gamer. Mastery rank 9. Rank 10! The... Oh. Yes, I can. How long do these last? Long enough. Boop. Wow. Dude, if I wasn't shit, we would be fine. Alright. That was actually really easy. Never mind my aim. Ah, ain't that a looker? Master rank 10. We can use our Zenith. Yippee! And you know what this means too? It means next week, I got a funny feeling we're gonna be doing the second dream quest. Woo! I've literally been saying we're gonna do that, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the second dream quest. But there's a reason why we waited till Master rank 10. A very, very important reason. Which you guys will just have to find out in the next episode. Stay tuned. It'll be a good one.